What? What is my little voice?
Hey everyone, everyone, excited to be here. If you are watching this as a replay, just tune in a little bit. Go a little bit forward. We're gonna just make sure it's working. We got some exciting things to talk about as we move forward in the content creation world. What's coming down the line from us? What do we have to offer you guys to make this better, to go beyond social media as we know it? A lot of folks in. We got a fella from Poland, Missouri in the house, Alder. So I'm Mike Dixon in the house. Hey, buddy. Let me make you. I'm gonna add you as a moderator, Mike. You can be the heavy. Keep everybody behaving themselves. Thanks, Mike. This is going to be fun. I'm going to jump right to it. If you guys can hear me, I'm going to jump right to it. Unfortunately, I have no margin in my life, and so I have not got a chance to write down notes for an outline for this. So this is going to be truly just us hanging out. We got folks from Pennsylvania, Texas, California. Do you see what this technology can do for us? It brings us together from all over the world, makes us feel a little bit less crazy. So I'm not going to boy, everybody, the chat's just flying by. So Dutch Off-Grid Homesteading, Ensnor, Kyle. I'm assuming you guys can hear me. I bet, Mike, you would be texting me if you guys could not hear. So let's jump right into this. The name of this show, Beyond Facebook and YouTube for that matter. So when Rebecca and I got into this content creation business, we set out to we had two goals: to make you laugh and to make you learn something in every show. And all we had to do that was just bring you in on our interesting life. Homesteading is interesting, and most people don't do it, and that maybe makes it even more interesting. We had no idea. As a content creator, you put out this content, you build your audience, and eventually you see, there's no more chat. Okay, I was making sure we're still going. Eventually you see a need. You see a greater need, and you create something to fix that need. So that's what good business is about. Good, business and sales has a bad rap because the used car salesman being kind of iffy or half-truths or lying. That's not good business. Good business is seeing a problem, creating a solution, and trading something of value for it. We had no idea what it would be. I mean, we started out with a movie called Permaculture Chickens, and that was meeting a need because to that point you only had books. And I felt like videos could take it to a next level with that visual. And it worked. Turns out it was a really big need, and Permaculture Chickens has just exploded and solved a lot of people's problems. And eventually we ended up keeping on creating for YouTube. I don't know if you know the story yet, but when we were on the Great America Farm Tour, it started with demonetizing gun videos, butchering videos. Okay, that's one thing, but it was a little bit of a wake-up call, like, this is a third-party platform. They can really do what they want. There's really no control there. So that was partially why we created our member area so long ago in 2017. Thank you, Indiana. So that, long story short, that was educational material, so people could come to the blog and get excited and inspired and laugh. But then if they wanted to build the chickshaw or build a pig waterer or know how to create a permaculture design, then they would get in our member area and consume that educational content. And from there, the technology evolved, and then there was another problem. It just kept getting worse. So it went from guns to butchering to now I post a video on a peaceful cow birth, and it gets demonetized and throttled back. Sure, I can still post it. I just don't know how much it gets promoted, and you certainly can't monetize on it, which means ads can't be placed there, and there can be no income come through. So, but when I started talking about maybe a solution for this, a place where we could put videos that had the butchering in it and stuff like that, I spoke about it with my member area, and what happened was when I started talking about this, and I started mentioning censorship, I thought it was a creator's frustration. I thought it was frustrating to me because I can't show a teacher's frustration. I can't show this whole process. But when I spoke about it, the comments just lit up. Just like at first when you guys were all sharing where you were from, the comments just lit up. The comments blew up. And I realized the audience is also frustrated with what's going on. Turns out we don't want to be parented by some conglomerate corporation. We want to make decisions for ourselves. Isn't that why we're homesteading? So we homestead for freedom, to make our own decisions. And I think then it makes sense that we want our social media and what we do online to reflect that. So do you see where I'm going with this? So I'll cut to the chase, and then hopefully I'll remember and back up and tell you the barefoot story. Don't let me forget to tell you the barefoot story. So as a result, Abundance Plus, we have the 3 tenets. We have the inspiration, know-how, and community. Up until now, we've been doing our community on Facebook, and it's been great. Actually, it's been one of the most... if I survey my audience... Thank you, Susan. If I survey my audience in Abundance Plus, in that community area, the member area, they'll say... I'll say, like, what's your favorite thing, or what are you getting out of it? It's mostly they enjoying the community. It's not this video or that video. It's mostly they're really enjoying that community. And right now we have it on Facebook. It's a private group, and people can get in there, and it is really wonderful. I've gone there with my own questions. I see people helping each other all the time, and it's absolutely beautiful. And that's actually not going anywhere. But I've noticed that a lot of people are saying, is there an alternative to Facebook? I'm getting off Facebook. That's what they're saying, but then I also am getting off Facebook. I'm off. I mean, I've been off for years. The only thing I've been doing on there is going into the member area. And I'm listening, and I see this frustration. And I also see the solution, and now we have this critical mass where we have enough members, and the technology's there. And honestly, we had a member. Zane, are you here? We had a member. I forget if he reached out to us with his skill set, or we reached out to the community and he came forward. One or the other. But there is a fellow member, a fellow crazy chicken lady, Zane, out in Arizona, that is a developer, and said, hey, we can create our own Facebook, but without Facebook, without the ads, without the censorship, without the parenting, without the political agenda. We can do that. And without the sharing of your private information. That's crazy. We can really do that? Okay. How much? It's a lot. It's a lot. But I think you guys are worth it based on how big... Well, I know you guys are worth it. That's not what I meant. I should have said, I think it's worth it. I know you guys are... I should have said, I think it's going to fly. I know you guys are worth it. And our members are already in there crushing it, and there thousands of people are already in there, going back and forth, finding solutions, posting about canning. Did you know? I think this is what is it? The needle that broke the camel's back? Is that the right word? Thank you, George. The straw that broke the camel's back was people reporting to me and me seeing that if you posted about canning, Facebook labeled that as extreme. You are also... Wow, Jason, thank you. You guys are giving like these super chat donations. I thank you and appreciate that. So really what I'm announcing here, and I'll go into more stories in a minute, but just for those who want to just get on, see what's up, is with Zane, with Heather, my assistant, we have created our own platform inside of Abundance Plus. You go into you sign up for Abundance Plus at the educational or the premium level, and you can get access to this community. I'm going to show you guys that community in just a bit. I'm going to screen share that with you. I got more stories, more fun before we go into that. But I'm going to show you, I'm going to take you inside and show you what that looks like. But you get in there, and it's a social media platform, I reckon. But the reason I say beyond Facebook and beyond YouTube because we're not censored, we're not throttled. We can put what we up there. We can put higher quality shows because we have you guys backing us. You guys subscribing at a monetary level over there creates more revenue than if we were to depend on YouTube ads. And do you see what's happening? Like the whole YouTube model, it's a third platform. It's this big corporation. We're counting on these corporate ads that come up before our video. Like, why? Why don't we just go straight to the people and cut out all that middleman nonsense? And you get the information you want and the inspiration you want. And we're like, let's go for it. Let's get a community platform inside of there without all the nonsense. If we did it for video content, why can't we do it now for community content? That is available at Abundance. If you are already a member, log in. Go to abundanceplus.com, log in, and then go to there's a tab up at the top, and it'll say something like community or something like that. Go there, and you'll have to log in again. I know it's repetitive. It's another site, but you can use your same username and password. If you want a shortcut to that, you can go to Abundance Plus Community. So, a lot of folks saying, hey, I got more stories for you. Let me interact with you a bit in the chat, and then we'll take you on a tour of this thing. A lot of y'all are having fun with the Fit Farmer. I'm glad he's here. Thank you, Mike, for joining us. It's worth gardening with Goody. It's worth the time to watch on Abundance because it allows us to be educated on the homestead level. Cool. And you don't have to sit through ads, and it's a place to say, hey, get in. Yeah, you can watch some videos, but only on Abundance Plus. You know what I mean? Like if you sit your kids down to YouTube, who knows what video is going to pop up next? Who knows what YouTube is going to suggest next to that video? But inside Abundance Plus, it's rather safe. Adam Link, also I call Cheeky Cheerleader. Justin, not Zuckerberg Rhodes. Okay, yeah, I'll go with that. So. Really, all we're doing is is seeing a problem and coming up with a solution. It's rather easy. I mean, when you do business that way, it's rather easy. Just crank out the good content, crank out the free content, see the need, listen to people, and work with people too. It's not like I did this alone. I did this with people like you guys, people from the audience. Is Heather in the house? Did I just see Heather?
Yes.
Heather!
I just made her an
Aw, Heather's in the house. Thank you for joining the show, Heather. Heather, give it up for Heather. She and Zane have just gone to bat for this, and we couldn't do it without them. Okay, so some stories, and then a story, and then we'll get to it. So I'll tell you two stories. Everybody likes stories, right? Rebecca and I have been going at this homestead thing for 15 years. And I'm giving you a little bit of a teaser here because I'm going to talk more about this in tomorrow's vlog. And there are some problems when you get into homesteading. One is being inept. You don't know everything. Actually, Rebecca had the book... Small Scale Poultry Flock. She referenced it today, I think, to freshen up on why kelp's good for chickens. And that was one of the original books that we just devoured. And I remember just being totally overwhelmed with it. And now, though, not so much. Now I understand it. Now it's in my heart. But that took 15 years. And 15 years ago, it's kind of a wonder that we made it. I mean, no wonder. I mean, Joel Salatin has said the average homesteader lasts seven years. Especially back then, this is the struggle. You know, we had the books. We didn't necessarily have the online resource. Guys, there was no YouTube. There was no Facebook. And there was no Google. That's a problem because we couldn't just have the information at our fingertips. But that's also a problem because we're the crazy chicken lady all by ourselves. We think we're absolutely bats because our friends and family are not doing this. And we don't, as far as we can reckon, nobody's doing it, and we're insane. I mean, Joel Salatin's doing it, but he's up in Virginia. I mean, we're reading him, right? We're reading Harvey Usry. He's up in Virginia, too. So it's like, are all the crazy people in Virginia, are all the crazy, cool people up in Virginia? So, what I'm saying there is, it's obvious we didn't have the information, but maybe not so obvious that we didn't have the community. We literally had to do for community. About 3 miles down the road, we passed it enough. We saw that this person had Premier One electric netting. And that's different. That's, most people keep chickens in a static coop, in a static run. The chickens never move. They're on their own poop all day long. So when you see somebody, and I would encourage you guys to do this, if you see somebody putting their chickens or something in electric netting, they're different. They're moving them around, and that's different. I mean, you're different enough that you're growing your own food, and now you're really a wacko because you're going to start moving your food around. So we're in this super niche tribe. So eventually Rebecca and I stopped. Or some friend did, I think a friend did. And okay, it was us, she says. And eventually that became a really nice relationship, and we farm sat for her. We've milked her goats, we've milked her cows. That's where we got our first experience milking cows, and it was really nice. So what we did is, we were thankful we stopped, but that was the only way we could find community. We're all very blessed of what's going on right now, what this online technology has been able to do for us. So another story, more recent. We go to Homesteaders of America in October, and I didn't see just one, but two people barefoot. And I actually didn't think anything of it. Actually, I thought, well, that's pretty cool. This is one place you could get away with that. Because, as you know, we've grown up and we see the signs in the gas station. No shoes, no shirt, no service. And it also applies, it's an unwritten rule in places like Chick-fil-A, church. You just try to go there without a shoes or a shirt and see what happens. Well, that's because that's the normal world. But when you go to some place like Homesteaders of America, and there's a couple people barefoot, nobody thinks of it because we're all in this tribe. We're all these crazy chicken ladies together, and it's cool and okay to be barefoot because that's how we are back on the farm. We're grounding, whatever. We don't want to afford shoes. We just want to be free. We like the feeling. That is precious. I think that's why those events are so popular. I think that's why social media in the homestead world is so popular. How many YouTube channels are there now in homesteading? Hundreds. When Rebecca and I first started, there were just a few. How many are I mean, there might even be 1,000 for all I know. I can't even name them all or have the time to find them all. So that's the big problem. That's the big problem here is we want community. We need it to survive and thrive. And we found it in social media, and that will do. I mean, hopefully, eventually, though, you guys DM or email, and eventually it goes to person, and nothing tops that. So eventually and hopefully it will go in person. But the reason I call this beyond Facebook and YouTube, because I think we can do more than that. I think we can do a lot more than that. We can certainly get away from the ads. We can get away from depending on corporations to be a strong engine in our businesses. And we can go straight to the people. And people can get more for their time and money than they were before. And I say going beyond because what we have created is way more than just a Facebook feed. It's more than a Facebook feed. It's more than just an ad-free, censorship-free, giving away private information free. You know, it's not gonna do that. So what I'm gonna try to do, let me make sure my camera stays on. I'm gonna share this with you guys, and we'll hop off of here. I'm also trying to watch the chat. That's why I stutter a little bit sometimes. I'm trying to watch the stat too. See, any market farmers in Orange County, he says. So that's what I'm talking about. Like people trying to find stuff. So let me, trying to find each other and reach out. I've told people, in the member area, and to even make it physical, just recently we had members host a showing of the Great American Farm Tour documentary. And we had 77 people host throughout the entire world where people could come and get together in these little micro parties across the world. And it was physical. Like, you could side hug and fist pump and high five. So let me pull this up. I'll give you a tour of this thing. And this is had at abundanceplus.com. What I'm doing is I'm leaving up free trial. So it's a total free trial for 7 days. I realize some people are strapped. They really need to kind of figure out if this is something that's going to be of value. Well, you can get in there. You can sign up for 7 days free. Let me share this with you. Oh man, it's not going over. There it is. Let's get that over. Okay. You should be able to see my screen now. How will I know you're being able to see my screen? Alright, you guys tell me if you're being able to see my screen. Rebecca, if you're watching it, can you see my screen?
Well, there's a delay. I'll find out.
There is a delay, folks, so she's going to let me know if you can see my screen. I haven't done this too many times. I should be able to wrap this up in about 5-10 minutes. Try to pay... So,
Yeah, there it is.
okay, so it's there. So you would go to abundanceplus.com. Y'all all know about that. These are some of the stars of the platform, and it's not just me. We didn't want the abundanceplus.com to be the Justin Rhodes show, fancier version. We wanted it to be a network, and a network has become. There are TV shows on there. There are vlogs on there. There's library educational content. There's discounts to all these different companies. There's an app, so you can get the app on all the platforms.
Okay, so I don't know what's going on.
Oh, is it not?
Did you go back? Okay, there you go. Because you must have gone back to the
Yeah, probably.
broadcast screen. Okay.
Okay, I could maximize this so it's maybe a little less distracting. Now that, okay, so, but these are some of the things that are new. You can now share your recipe. Oh gosh, let me get into this member map directory, fellas. You guys will find each other. There's already 2,000 people in here. You guys can find each other. Like, remember what I talked about, physical community? That's what I want. Like, I want somebody to meet a spouse and end up getting married. Like, that's what I'm talking about. I will come to your wedding, no charge. I will officiate. I will be your best man. Rebecca will be your flower girl. No, maid of honor. First one to get married from meeting each other through my member area. So yeah, this social. Let's just get right in. Like, who cares? I could go down. You guys could go read the sales page. So I can do this. So let's go sign in. If I'm okay. So you would go sign in if you're already a member. If you're not, you would just sign up, and then you could sign in. Then up here at the top, you go to Community Plus. Well, before we do that, you can go in here and watch. It's labeled the ones you've watched. Why is that? Okay, it's trying to go there. What?
Is it the same login info?
Yes. People are asking. Members are asking. Is it the same login info? Yep. We made it seamless. That's one of the things you guys wanted when we surveyed you. You can use the same username and login.
Papa,
yes?
can I please watch a vlog?
Yeah, quietly. Okay. Very quietly. Okay, get ear muffins. We are live. And, of course, he gets it because I need him to be quiet. He's going to watch a vlog. All right. So, here, this looks like maybe you're on Netflix or Disney Plus or HBO Max, right? So we have Rooted, our television show. All 10 episodes are up. My vlog, Uncensored, right here, the Justin Rhodes Show. Our new video podcasts. 3 of those folks are up. Rory Feek is coming like next week. Wilder Steel, Jess and Jeremiah's show. Happen Films, a series of short documentaries. You see, Dan Oman, Grassfed Media's TV show. Documentaries, goodness. Vlogs. Podcasts, Here we go. Mike, the Fick Farmer's here. He's got a channel on here. Plans, all stuff about gardening, all this kind of stuff. Chickens, like it's insane. You go explore it on your own. It's just insane. But what we're talking about today is the community. So let's go to this community tab up top. And because I've already logged into it once, it remembers me, and I'm logged in. So now, see how this looks very similar to Facebook, doesn't it? And by the way, you can see this from your phone as well when you go to, but we're coming out with an app for it too. So we'll be an app soon enough, but right now you can see it in your phone. So somebody's wanting to know, what was your, oh, this is Heather. Thank you, Heather. What was your 1% better this week? And 14 people have already responded. So here's a welcome message. I would love for you guys to get in and answer this welcome message. We'll get in there and answer this 1% message. What is your 1% better this week? So people are updating their profiles. Anyone in Central Texas know anything about dairy cows? So and then the cool thing is they're getting answers. They've gotten like 5 answers. It looks like somebody's posting their Christmas goodies they've made. So this is I don't need to explain this part to you much. This is a lot like Facebook. You can find out who's online. But how we go beyond, and I want you guys to see this. How we go beyond is, look over here on this left column, events. Look, we've got a book club meeting coming up December 13th, Monday. That's a fellow member organized that. They get online and they talk about the book. It's going to be Polyface Micros, the first book they're talking about. Anybody in the member area can post an event. Ooh, look. Looks like the Texas Evergreen Guild singles party is going to take me up on it, up on this challenge. They're having a singles party. That's a good place to meet a spouse, I reckon. And maybe have me at their wedding. I'd love to go to Texas for a wedding. Then you could go to this recipes page. This is so cool because it'd be my dream that this would run without me, and it already is. There was like 2 recipes when we launched this, and now there's going to be 2 pages of recipes. People submitting their recipes. That one's ours. But the zucchini boats, I think that's the only one of ours. These are all new recipes that people are sharing. Homemade yogurt. That might be ours. That might be somebody else. No, that's somebody else's. So, yeah, you could post recipes, get recipes. Oh, it's a really easy place to get all my building plans. For chickens, garden, miscellaneous pig, sheep. You can easily go in here and print it out. You can do that on Abundance Plus, but we're trying to get Abundance Plus to be all video, and you could come to the community to find the plans. You can get all the discounts to our companies. You can, oops, okay. Now, the stuff I'm really excited about, look up here at the top. What is the time one? Timelines. Okay, and then the video button, I'm pointing at it like you guys can see me. I'll hover over it. That takes you back to Abundance Plus where all the videos are. And this is groups. So we have, I guess that's something Facebook doesn't do. You can go to the groups. A lot of you asked when I said, what is your problem with Facebook? I mean, if you want to know how to create a solution, you just ask people what their problem with something is. And you solve that problem. So their problem with Facebook was they want to see people. Yes?
Anybody with any label and
Rebecca's piping in questions for me.
Anybody with any level can view the community, correct?
If you are, Rebecca's wondering, one of you are asking, if you're at any level with Abundance Plus, can you get the community? No, it is available for 2 of the 3 tiers. If you just get the inspiration tier, you're just getting the videos. You're saying, I just want the videos, I just want the inspiration. And that is the lowest tier. But if you want to get into this community level, it is included at basic and at premium. Which is basic ends up being $15 a month and premium ends up being $30. Basic gets you all the videos, all the parts of community, and then premium gets you all that I just said, plus you can text me, plus you can hop on a webinar with me twice a month. We're about to hop on a webinar here in 30 minutes and just answer people's questions.
The app to all of this.
Yeah, somebody's wanting to know if is the app's going to be. Yes, all this that I'm showing you right now, we are in the Abundance Plus community. This will be an app. It will have to be a separate app. There'll be an Abundance Plus app and then an Abundance Plus community app, because unfortunately the technology's not there yet to blend it all into one app. We had to have the video streaming platform, and then we have to have the community platform. But the good news is you can use the same username and log in on both. So I'm sorry. Yes, I'm sorry. You will do two apps, but it will be better in the long run. So you can look at these groups. Like, there's 220 people already in the sheep group. 278 people in good. Hey, there we go. Pigs for everyone. Almost 400 people in this pigs group. I would love to see a bunch of you guys get over here and join some of these groups. There's groups on. See, there's the book club. There's groups on. I guess it would be on page 2. The zones. So you guys hear and see me dealing with a zone 7, cold temperate climate. But what about folks who are in Arizona? Okay. And what about folks who are in zone 1 through 3? My goodness. Yeah, there's not many of them. 27. But at least they can get in there and be like, is anybody else sick of this minus 60 Fahrenheit weather? You know what I mean? I don't know what they're talking about. A bunch of people in rabbits. Ooh, it looks like the Great American Farm Tour people made hosts. But anyway, let's get to this. This is what I'd really like to see blow up this week. I don't see why we couldn't bring in 4,000 more members with what's going on here. So we already have 304 in this map. Now, what's so cool about this map? Look how many crazy chicken ladies are all over the world. Well, suppose you want to find somebody else. Suppose you want to have dinner with somebody and not feel so crazy, right? Suppose you want to borrow butter from somebody that you feel like it could be safe, something that you could eat. So I'm in Western North Carolina. Let's click on this. Okay. That's like 173 in this area. It looked like 84 in Western North Carolina. Oh my gosh. So I'm near Asheville. So there's 8 there. Are you serious? Okay, I'm like right there in the middle between Asheville and Hendersonville. Okay. So now look. We've got somebody in Brevard. We've got somebody in Waynesville. We've got someone in Landrum, Forest City. Just so you know, this is all... Okay, if this is me right here, I think it is. Let's just say it is. I don't want to zoom in because then we'll lose all these things. This right here is all within 1 hour. So it looks like I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's a little more than an hour, but maybe an hour and 15 minutes. Let's count it. 8, 9. There's almost 10 people that I could maybe do community with in my area. You coming to see this? Is this crazy?
No, it's just coming.
Rebecca, don't you wish we would have had this
I know.
when we went on the Great American Farm Tour?
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Okay? Because then we could have just looked at this map and been like, okay, that looks like about 300 miles. Let's go see who these people are. Mm-hmm. and stay with them and feature them on the tour. Okay? And then we might have actually had a farm featured everywhere.
Yeah, it looks like
Let's do something fun. Let's look at some far off land.
Oh, wow, we have some everywhere.
Where would you least expect somebody? That's Scandinavian countries.
Yeah.
That's Canada.
Yeah.
What's this?
That's Hawaii.
Oh, that's Hawaii.
Well, no, that's Australia.
3 people in New Zealand.
The 2 people were Hawaii. The other, I was looking at somebody else.
I want to come into Hawaii. South Africa. That's different.
That
right?
one right there.
Where?
This one is right there.
Okay, let's go
Hawaii.
to that. That's Hawaii?
Yeah.
Okay, and then there's New Zealand. So isn't that cool, guys? A bunch of people in Australia. A bunch of people looking like they're in Spain. In Europe. Okay? This is what I'm really excited about. There's a place up in Canada. All you got to do is this. You got to hit update my location. So now, okay, so say you wanted to find... I didn't show you how to actually... what to do with that information. So remember how let's go back. Let's go find me. Keep on zooming in. Okay, that's probably me. Yeah, Justin Rhodes. Okay, so then I could click on that and give a message.
It's okay. Shoot. He woke up.
And then I would go check my messages. Here's the thing. Then I'm checking my messages over here. Okay? Got notifications here. I got my messages here. And I would see if somebody's reached out. So I'm really excited about that. And then, this is coming. I'm not going to necessarily highlight it this week. Oh, it's there. Okay, this was coming, but the marketplace, I don't know if we're ready to go public with it. Maybe this is just in our community area. But that's the thing. You can't sell livestock on Facebook. So how can we create a solution for that? There's things like these totes, these feed totes that I wanted to give away. I had to go to Craigslist. I'd just rather go to the community. I'd rather post it right here. And let me get back on myself here soon. We're going to let members post livestock, anything, eggs, if they're selling eggs or beef, or if they've got an old used four-wheeler they want to sell, anything like that. They can list it. But then the general public, so everybody, whether you're a member or not, the general public will be able to buy. Members will only be able to list, but anybody in the general public will be able to contact them and buy. And Rebecca and I never foresaw when we were setting out on this content creation business, we're going to end up with a marketplace. No, what we were doing was, all we're doing is meeting a need. We're seeing that need. You're not allowed to sell livestock on Facebook. And we're having this need ourselves. Like, we want to sell feeder pigs. Well, I would much rather sell to this community than just any old body, right? Wouldn't that be cooler?
Justin,
Yes.
Basic isn't...
We got more questions from Becky.
Basic isn't just videos.
No, that's a good question. So somebody's saying, what's basic? No. Oh, okay. So they're probably only seeing, yes, if you're on the sales, but I don't think Inspirations is up. Let's see. Heather, did you update the sales page? I had Heather update the sales page last night. I think right now during this launch, the only thing, whatever you get, yes, it's going to be, you're going to get the community. I think we took away the inspirational tier for the time being. I could go find that myself. Let me go see. You can see for...
Refuge is here.
Who?
Jess.
Jess is here. Roots and Refuge. Welcome to the house. So let me sign out of this real quick and see. I think Heather probably updated. She's good like that. She probably updated the sales page. Yeah, so whatever, any of those three tiers you get in the community area. We took away for right now, just so it's not confusing, the inspirational tier. So any of those tiers, you get the whole learning library, all the TV shows, all the documentaries, all these community features I just walked you through. So now I'm back to here. So I'm excited for that. I don't see why together it's already thriving, but the key to any of these social media type things is mass. You want a critical mass. I actually think we're there. I mean, with 2,000, well, that was just 2,000 on the directory. I think there might be more signed in and on the community platform. But
Hey,
we got room for more.
Will there be real estate on the marketplace? I don't see why there wouldn't.
Somebody, this is great. Somebody's saying, can there be real estate on the marketplace? I don't see why not.
I don't feel like, I mean...
Go for it.
I think the only things we wouldn't have on the marketplace are like illegal drugs and...
Yeah, we're not gonna, we won't do illegal drugs, pornography, maybe
like
the more
anything
obvious
else, I don't
things.
see why you couldn't sell it. I mean, like
Maybe
if
the
you
more,
have
maybe
a
the
product
family-friendly
that-
things.
Yeah, like if you have a product that you sell, I don't see why that would... if you sell to farmer's market, I don't see why you can't promote that,
Yeah.
hey, I'm going to be selling this at this farmer's market. Like,
I've had people come to me. Cheeky Cheerleader, he sent me a screenshot or a text. He's a premium member and said, I just saved $200 on Premier One. Thanks. Like, that's a year membership. And he just got it. He just paid for his membership. So that's what I'm doing here even more. Making it even more worthwhile. So now, if you're able to find an audience for your egg selling business, for your meats that you're going to ship, for your feeder pigs that you want to sell, or for your real estate because you want to move to a different place, I'm happy to do that. I'm happy to do that. With these digital tools, they can scale. The cost is in the creating it, okay? And they can scale, and that's beautiful, and we can do a lot with that, and we can give a lot of value without having to raise the price or charge crazy prices. I'm happy when somebody gets their membership value in discounts or selling of their real estate or whatever, or finding a spouse that they end up getting married to. So I'm very happy about that. I think I've given you guys a good tour. I'm going to talk about it more this week in the vlog, although probably not this extensively. So I do challenge you, by the end of the week, by Sunday, we want you to get in by Sunday. We're doing the free trial, at least till then, and that'll be midnight.
So it's available for everyone, correct?
What is?
The community is currently available for everyone.
The community. People want to know if the community is available for everyone. The community is available for everyone inside Abundance Plus. So go sign up at abundanceplus.com, and then once you get your login and username, you can then watch it on your computer. You can download the app onto your smartphones or Roku or Apple TV. And then for right now, when you want to go to the community, you go to abundanceplus.com, and you can do this on your phone or on the website, and then you log in, and then you remember I pulled up in the beginning, I pulled up that little page. I think it said community. It said community plus. You pull up that page and you're in the community. You're going to have to log in the first time, but you use the same username and login, and then you can get it. You can get it from there. So members, if you're there and you haven't gone in there, again, just to rehash and review, abundanceplus.com. If you're a member, log in. If you're not a member, sign up. Once you've signed up, or once you're in as a member, just go to that little word that says community up at the top, community plus up at the top of the page, and that will take you to the community platform. And you'll log in there, and you won't have to in the future. You saw that I didn't have to because I've been logged in, and so it remembered me. And then you can have access to all that community stuff. And you'll get access to the app when it comes out, the community app. So hopefully that's not too confusing, and I've explained it well. I think it'll make sense once you get in there. It's like
the lifetime is just one payment.
Okay, so
like if you buy lifetime, you have it for forever.
I'm repeating Rebecca because I don't know if you guys can hear her, but you guys want to know, is the lifetime tier repeatable? No, you pay lifetime once. I mean, it is what it says it is. For the lifetime of me and this Abundance Plus platform, you will have membership. And so,
are all the social community features available on both A Plus mobile device app on desktop site? I think you.
Yeah, all the features of Abundance Plus and the community are available on the website. We will have an app for the Abundance Plus community. It's coming. We're having a meeting on Monday, Zane and Heather and I. And so I'll know more Monday. So maybe I'll know more this week and mention it in the vlog. But that's coming soon. For until then, go to abundancepluscommunity.com and log in. I mean, if you're an Abundance Plus member, you can do that, and that's going direct. If you don't want,
Justin,
yeah.
Someone was laughing about the real salt product placement, which
Where?
it's on the table.
Oh wow, I do good, don't I?
We really didn't mean to do that.
That's all right. No, I told him. I'll leave my salt out on the table. I mean, how hard is that? I mean, we use that salt at every meal, and we just keep it all on the table. We keep one on the. Don't you keep salt on the? And that's a little crazy.
Okay,
yeah,
so
no.
community is available to anyone whenever they join. Somebody is still a question. Is the community available only for the new basic members, or for those of us who joined basic yearly on the launch too?
Yeah, if you're in basic, you can get in. Where's Heather at? How do we tell them to get in? I think you can just log in. Go to Abundance Plus. Try it. Let's see what happens. Go to abundanceplus.com. If you're already a member, go to abundanceplus.com, log in, and then go to that community page. You'll have to log in there, but you can use your same username and password, and you're in. Yeah, I don't think there's any setting up. Correct me if I'm wrong, Heather. But I don't think I'm wrong. Any more questions before we close this out? I will have to hard stop in about 3 minutes because I got to go on to the 3 o'clock webinar. Join us for the webinar. If you get in at the premium level, you can go to the webinar, which, Heather, does that'll pull up on, let me see if I can. So if you guys are premium members, let's do an after party.
Okay, so there's confusion because it says $7.99 a year on the lifetime. So it needs to say $7.99 a lifetime.
Oh.
It's not yearly.
All right. Can you text Heather in case she's still not on?
I will text.
Yeah, that's a mistake. So Rebecca's saying on the lifetime tier it says $7.99 a year. It's not that. It's $7.99 for the lifetime, and that's just a glitch. That's just a Heather did that last minute last night, no lie, and just missed that. So we'll text her and get that updated. So if you want to come to the after party, become a premium member. And then let me make sure I know where it's going to pop up. You know, I should be putting this. Okay, let me just show you guys this. I'll just show off a little bit more, okay? So let's just put it back on screen share. Okay, go back to this. So here we go. So we're in Abundance Plus. If you guys want to come to the after party, sign up for Abundance Plus Premium. Log in. Scroll down. Let me show some more of this stuff. So the Land's vlog, Better Life Together's vlog, and I think their video podcasts only available on Abundance Plus. The Fit Farmer, masterclasses, gardening, chickens, cows, sheep, pigs, other animals, business, broad and basic, permaculture design, and then just real quick, ask Justin questions. Here we go. So in 10 minutes, there will be a show that shows up right here, and it'll be red. I think this will be red to show that we are live now. So if you guys become premium members or are premium members, log in and join us for the after party. I'm going to have to log off so that I can go to the bathroom and get my water and all that thing and crank up the show. I'm so bad about leaving margin in my life. So join us there. Check it all out. We'd love to have you. Like I said, it would be amazing to have this critical mass, us all together. The more the merrier when we're talking about community.
A lot of people want to know how to get it on like TV on Roku.
Oh, okay. So if you want to get Abundance Plus on Roku, it's really easy. You sign up for Abundance Plus, you get a username and login, then you go to Roku, and in Roku you search for Abundance Plus, and it's there. It's there, and you put it on your Roku. You just select it to put it on there, and then you log in to Abundance Plus on your Roku, and you're in. That's it. That's how you would do it with Apple TV, Amazon Fire. Just search for Abundance Plus on those platforms and log in. That's the same way you do it on your smartphone. If you have an Android or Apple, either one, go to the App Store or the Google Store, whatever it is, and search for Abundance Plus, download the app, and then just log in. All right, I'll share. I want to say goodbye to you guys in person. We'll talk more about it this week on the vlog. Thank you for coming and hanging out with me live. You could be doing so much more on this day. But us crazy chicken ladies, we gotta stick together. And thank you for sticking together with us and coming on the show. We love and appreciate you so much. Have a great afternoon.